You just be watching people steal. What is up, you guys? I don't know how, whatever. What is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video was actually inspired or recommended. It was recommended by, I'm not sure if you're a subscriber. I hope you're a subscriber. Thank you so much for recommending this video. As you guys know, I am 27 years old. I have worked many jobs, many retail jobs, many healthcare jobs, many office jobs. Literally, I can tell you whatever you need. Okay, so for today's video, one of my subscriber, I'm just gonna call you my subscriber because we're family now. So this person recommended this video. What is it like to work at Marshall's? So I'm just gonna tell you guys a little spiel about my experience working in Marshall's. So for starters, I consider Marshall's to be my first job ever, just because the job I previously worked at was tjmaxx, and literally I did not last a week or more than a week in that job. I can't remember, it was so long ago, but I know I didn't last more than a week at that job. I was over it. It was dead. And then, you know, when a store is dead, your manager is like watching you to do stuff, and they're literally like walking behind you to make sure that you're doing stuff. And I'm just like, bro, nobody's coming into the store. I can't help nobody. I've already folded, hanged X, Y, Z the items. So literally when I worked there, I literally had to refold the same clothes multiple times because it was so dead in that store. Anyways, we're not talking about tjmaxx. We are talking about Marshall's. So as I was working tjmaxx, my friend was working at Marshall's. So she was like, oh, you should just switch over because the money's better, the hours are better, they're really accommodating, the managers are nice, the place is very lit. So I was like, all right, bet. So she put in a good word for me. I applied and then interviewed, and I secured a position. I was a cashier and I also did sales floor. But I believe everybody who's a sales floor will be doing cashiering and vice versa at some point in their time working at Marshall's, because they want you to know all of the departments that they have as well as cashiering. So eventually you'll be able to do both the floors and cashier. So the interview process was good. You just have to wear like casual clothes. I had like a nice shirt, I had a cardigan, and I had black slacks, and then I had flats on, like clothes flats. So very casual, very professional. Don't require much for dress code. Just don't have any ripped jeans, or they don't like blue jeans, so don't wear any blue jeans. Some people get away with it depending on who is the manager, but technically no blue jeans, black jeans, very, very, very dark jeans, khakis. What else? Just professional looking jeans, I guess. I don't know. Slacks are always a plus for them. Flats, you can wear sneakers. No open toe shoes, obviously. No name brand items. Like, for example, if I have like this sweater that I'm wearing right now is representing my school, you can't wear that. No Nike sweaters, no Nike logos showing. Sneakers are fine, obviously. They do prefer black sneakers, but you can get away with other type of sneakers as well. But make sure like the dress part, like sweaters, shirts, if you're wearing any of those, no name brands showing as well. No hats. I don't know. No hats, no baseball caps, no beanies. You get what I'm saying. So yeah, so the interview process was good. They just asked you a bunch of questions. Have you ever been a cashier? Are you okay with money? They ask you questions about customer interactions and all that stuff. So it's pretty much easy. If you have any experience in customer service or cashiering, you'll get the job. Even if you don't, if you like literally answer the questions like very well and like you're eager to learn, they will they will take you anyways. Especially if you apply during the holiday season because they need people. I did training. I think my training was like a week, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not too sure. But I did training. It was good. They train you on cashier and then you shadow people on the floor as well. So training was good, easy peasy. So yeah, so the next part I want to talk about is management. The store that I worked at is, since I'm in New York, Long Island to be exact, I worked in the Comac location for Marshalls. Technically, honestly, I love that Marshalls. Literally, I love it. It's a little cramped during the holidays, but other than that, I love it. Management was superb some days. We had 4 managers, 2 boys, 2 girls. Sorry, 2 men, 2 women. Sorry, the male managers were fine. One of them didn't bother you at all. If he sees you, he'll say hi, how are you, blah blah blah, and then he keeps it moving. If he needs you to do something, he'll ask you. So like he doesn't micromanage you at all. The other male manager that we had, he was a clown. Oh my god, working with him is like, it makes the day go fast because he's hysterical. He's funny. So it was a blast working with him and the other manager as well, but he didn't do closing as much because he was the store manager. So we mostly saw him during the day, or like, I think my shift was like 5 o'clock or something, and he would leave at like 6 maybe. I'm 6 or 7, he would leave to go home. He rarely closes, but when he does, it's fast paced, easy peasy. Like he'll help you on the floor to make sure everything is on the hangers, off the floor, stocked. Like he'll make sure everything looks clean, so that way when it hits 9-10 o'clock, you guys are out the door to clock out. Let's see. Overtime is pretty scarce. Whoa, I'm jumping. Sorry, I'm jumping. So the other 2 managers that we have were 2 women. One of them was type A. She micromanages. She literally is up your ass, making sure that you're working, not talking to nobody for a long period of time. She'll ask you, what are you doing? She micromanaged you to the T. So working with her was like annoying, but at the same time, she helps you as well, and she's strict with customers. So like, she don't let the customers fool you guys. Like that's the one thing I liked about her. But the micromanagement was a little too much. Literally was a little too much. And then our other female manager that we had, she was just like all over the place. She was low-key a hothead, troublemaker. If somebody's fighting with you, she'll fight back. She'll literally fight back. So that's one thing I like about all the manager, is that they have your back because they understand that the customers are, they're not always right. Whenever a store says customers are right, yeah, our managers did not let that settle in. Okay, you could not fool us. So that's management. Clock in and clock out. They do watch your time when you're coming in, so make sure you are punctual. You do get write-ups if you're late over a certain amount of time in the month. I think it's like over, I don't know, maybe over like 12 times that you're late, you do get a write-up. You get a warning first, depending on the manager. Always remember that, depending on who is managing the store, and as well as other assistant managers, etc. You should get a warning. And then if that doesn't change, you will get a write-up. After a write-up, you will get fired. So that's it. Overtime is very scarce. During the holidays, you will get overtime as well, but you will also have a lot of new employees. So it's a give and take. So if you really need the overtime, you could ask the managers ahead of time. They will call you if they need people to come in the next day, whatever the case may be. If they're short, they will call to see if you could come in. But after the holidays, it's very scarce because that's when they do layoffs. So, but as you know, during the holiday seasons, the hours of the store extends. I can't remember if it's until 11. I'm gonna have to Google that and put the time for you guys right here. But yeah, the hours do extend as well. What else? I don't know. But yeah, so as a cashier, you will be doing go backs as well. So that's basically when customers don't want an item or when customers return stuff, you would have to censor it, hang it. There'll be like racks behind you. You just put it. Sorry, y'all, I ran out of storage. But like I was saying, there will be racks behind you so you could put the go backs back. Let me do this really quick before I run out of storage again. They will hassle you for TJX cards. Everywhere you go, if you're on the floor, if you're on cashier, if you're doing dressing room, whatever department you're in, they will ask you, the managers, and they will track you on how many cards you open. Whether the customers get approved or decline, you still get credit for opening up a card. So about the card, the tjmaxx cards work for HomeGoods, HomeSense, tjmaxx, tjmaxx, Marshalls, and any other affiliated tjmaxx company. it will work. So even if you go out the country, there's a tjmaxx, tjx, or HomeSense, whatever, it'll work for those stores. You could also get a MasterCard where you could use it everywhere as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. When you're on the sales floor, you'll basically make sure all the items are censored, placed in the correct hanger, placed in the correct spots, basically. You will get stuff from the warehouse or from the storage in the back, whatever, to put in the front. But that's usually like the manager or morning shift that does it, because during the afternoon it gets pretty hectic and you don't really have time to do it, but you are required to do it as well if you have time. You are required to get stuff from the dressing room to bring it back to your department. So if you're on the floor. And then obviously when the store closed, you just help everybody out in their departments to make sure you guys go home in an appropriate time. You are clocking in and clocking out, so they are watching that. You get a paycheck every single week. You could either do direct deposit or you could get the actual check. When you get the actual check, payday is every Friday. I'm not sure if stuff are different right now because it's been a long time since I've worked there. Paychecks are every Friday. Payday is every Friday. If you do get a check, you would have to go to the office, sign a paper that you got your check, and then you can either cash in your check at the register. They will give you the full amount, no tax. I'm not sure about now, but before that's what they did. Or you could take your check and then go to the bank and then etc. X, Y, and Z. When they have sales, all employees get 10% in all of the TJX, TJmaxx affiliated stores. So just show them your employee ID and then you will be able to get the discount. I'm not sure now if they give you like an actual like card for your ID, but before we just have to tell them our numbers and then they will just type it in. When it's, I forgot the holiday. It's like Family Day or something like that, or you get like 20% off. They would do that. You are allowed to do layaways, I believe. But as an employee, you are allowed to hold your stuff. Like you'll get the first shopping spree, I guess. So whenever items come in, you do your shopping, you are allowed to hold it for a couple of days for purchase. And yeah, you use your discount. That's pretty much it. So holidays are very busy. They do hire a lot of people. After the holidays, they do a lot. They do quite a bit of layovers. If you really don't do your job or they just don't need you, you will get laid off. But most of the time they keep everybody that they hire during the holidays. They are very flexible with your hours. Not sure about now, but before, they are very flexible with your hours. That's pretty much it. Honestly, like, that job was my first real job, my first retail job, and I really loved working at Marshall's until I didn't. Just because it got a little, I don't know, not bad like Marshall's itself, but like the paycheck was really ass. And then I left because I was going out of state for school. So that's the reason why I left. But when I was out of state in Jersey for school, I went to Jersey for school. I still worked at a Marshall's, but that one was freaking ass. Okay, that one was ass. Just because they didn't give me any time to work. Like I had no hours at all. And the pay was even worse. So, yeah, the pay was even worse. So if you want to know a backstory about my days in Jersey, I will explain it to you guys. I will tell you guys what school I went to, and to be honest, if I still have the video of my dorm room that I took before I left, I will still show it. I have to find it, but if I have that video, I will show you guys. But yeah, so I really like working at Marshall's. I do recommend it for anybody who is looking for a first job to work any of the TJX affiliated places, because the discounts are good, the clothes are good, and if you go in early, you get first dibs on literally all the stuff. So yeah, I do recommend working at Marshall's. That's literally the one retail store that I've worked at that I personally would recommend people to work at. But besides that, I do not recommend retail at all. Customer service, the customers get very rowdy. They think that they're entitled to everything. It's very, very chaotic. During the holidays, it's a hot mess because people just leave. They just drop everything on the floor, over the hangers, over the racks. Like, people just don't care. They opening boxes. They just don't care. They're stealing. Oh my god. When I tell you the amount of stuff I've watched people steal, it's crazy. And the funny thing is, like, you can't do anything about it. So you just have to watch them. So sometimes we would have walkie-talkies, and like if you see somebody stealing, like you would tell, I forgot what those people are called. They're usually all in the back hiding, or sometimes they're like roaming around the store pretending to shop, but you can't tell who they are because they're in like casual clothing, so they could literally be any customer, you just wouldn't know. I think it's like something protection. So we would have our walkies, and then we would be like, oh, so and so is stealing in the men's department, da 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 da, and then they would come do their job, either stop them or call the cops, right? They never stop them, but they just watch them steal. And then they go back and watch the cameras. Like, that's gonna do something. Like, I've literally seen two people put stuff in their bags and just dip. Literally run down the stairs. And I'm just like... And then some people would just steal stuff, like censor stuff in the elevators, and then go down the elevators. And I'm just like... You can't really do anything about it during the holidays because there's so many people. The line is crazy. You really can't do as much as you can. I mean, during like little days, like the managers will be allowed to like stop people when it's not busy or crowded. But besides that, you just be watching people steal. I think that's like the best part of the job, because you just watch people steal, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I am gonna end this before I run out of storage. I'm so out of breath. I'm so out of breath. Please follow me on all my social medias. I am trying to get to 1K, so literally help your girl out. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will not be doing Vlogmas this year. I'm not sure if I mentioned it to you guys, but I will be doing Vlogmas content, or like Christmas holiday content, but not necessarily Vlogmas, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But thank you guys for watching. Please come back again. Please, 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 please recommend any videos that you guys want me to do. I will happily, gladly sit down like this by my closet, because that's the only way I have good lighting right now, and do a video and do a video for you guys. So yeah, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. My name is Annie Smiling, and I'm about to go to work. Bye.